Right, welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Moving on, a 25-year-old woman was burned to death after fire gutted their house at Kiamatugu Trading Center in Gishugu, Kirinyaga County. Now, residents say they heard the owner crying for help and responded immediately and alerted the relevant authorities within the area as they tried to put out the huge fire. According to Stephen Kaunda, the woman is suspected to have died of suffocation as her husband Boniface Njiru, 35 years old, tried to help her after saving their two children aged between 3 and 7 years.
Tulipoamka tukaona ni moto kubwa ambayo inawaka kwa mtu huyu anaitwa Njiru. Tukakunja na manji. Kila mtu alikuwa anabeba manji na mtungi, wengine na vibuyu hivyo. Tukakunja tukamwaga manji, tukaona moto haikuwa ikiisha haraka haraka. Hawa vijana wadogo wakandecide waende kwa ngorofa iliyo karibu ili waweke manji, ili watupe manji wakiwa njuu. Wakatupa manji hadi hiyo moto ikaisha. Moto ilipoisha kukanjulikana kulikuwa na mke wa huyo mtu. Akatolewa, akapelekwa mochari.
Ile nyumba ilikuwa inachomeka ni ya kijana ambaye anaitwa Boniface Njiru Njagi. Moto iliweza kuingia kwa nyumba yake, na hiyo chanzo cha hiyo moto ilikuwa inasemekana ni simu. Ni simu yake ililipuka, ilikuwa kwa charge. So ikalipuka, hiyo moto ikashika gas, mahali ngazi ziko, nazo zile ngazi ikalipuka, zikaweza kusababisha hiyo moto. Bibi yake aliweza kufaint, akaanguka kwa hiyo moto, na hiyo moto ilikuwa kubwa. So watu hawangeweza kufika mahali bibi alikuwa. So bibi yake ndiye ameweza ametuacha, na so saa hii naye Njiru pia ameweza kupelekwa hospitali.
Now to matters politics, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's ambition to become a Mount Kenya kingpin suffered a major blow after 48 influential members of parliament from central Kenya denounced from supporting him, throwing their weight behind Interior CS Kithure Kindiki. The move comes after over 14 other members of parliament from Meru, Tharaka Nithi and Embu County also endorsed Kindiki while accusing DP Gachagua of failing to unite and spearhead development in the region.
A looming impeachment motion targeting Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua might be on the table in Parliament as division and cracks in the mountain over who should be the kingpin continues to grow.
Allow me to speak to the members of the Fourth Estate.
Today, 48 members of Parliament from the region have come out openly accusing the Deputy President of failing to unite and spearhead development in the mountain while endorsing Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki as the Mount Kenya region kingpin, distancing themselves from Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
We as elected leaders from this region and its diaspora, on our own behalf and that of our people, unanimously resolve that our link to the national government to be the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Professor Kithure Kindiki, whose responsibilities in the executive includes the coordination of national government functions across the country.
Their move comes few days after a section of Member of Parliament from Meru, Embu and Tharaka Nithi County also endorsed Kindiki, all this happening under the watch of the UDA party top leadership, questioning whether the Deputy President impeachment fate has already been sealed or is still on course. Led by Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, Laikipia East Member of Parliament Mwangi Kiunjuri and Lari Member of Parliament Mburu Kahangara, the MPs have referred to Professor Kindiki as a sober man capable of leading the interests of the region, including a new revenue sharing formula, while accusing the DP of focusing on selfish political interest.
Our effort to consolidate the development needs of the people we represent and canvass for their realization has been frustrated by the lack of a focal point of reference around whom we can channel the interests and priorities of our people to the government for actualization. Instead, the Mount Kenya region has suffered high-octane politics around the fathom unity to support individual and personal ambition rather than the actualization, pursuit and lobbying of the interests of the constituents.
Yesterday, while in Nandi County, the DP warned UDA as well as ODM leaders who have joined the government that his seat is not vacant.
Mtu asiketi pahali mwingine ameke. Si hiyo tu. So unajua hata kwa nyumba ukiingia, uweze kalia ile kiti imekaliwa. Unatafuta ile, na ukikuta zote zimekaliwa si unasimama. Inakuwa namna hiyo. Bora hakuna mtu anaketi pahali mwingine ameketi, there is no problem.
Kingpin ni mmoja anaitwa William Ruto. Kingpin wetu kule anaitwa Rigathi wa Gachagua.
Tunamwambia ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya kina Kindiki kubadilisha, ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya Ndindi, ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya whoever kubadilisha, wananchi wamekataa.
The group of MPs are from Kiambu, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, Nyandarua, Nakuru, Nairobi and Nyeri counties have vowed to bring to an end the politics of selfish gain for the benefit of the Mount Kenya community.
We have also resolved to champion for a favorable division of revenue regime that provides a formula that greatly benefits the people that we represent. The people we represent expect us to pay ahead better prices for their tea and coffee.
Boniface Msangi, K24 TV.
Right, interesting times ahead as far as politics is concerned here in the country. Away from that, Transport Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir now says adequate public participation was undertaken before the road maintenance levy was increased. Speaking before the Senate Committee on Delegated Legislation, Chirchir noted that the levy, which was increased from 18 shillings to 25, is crucial and will be used in construction of various roads, as well as regular repair and maintenance of roads across the country.
Notice for public participation in most of the regions of the country, including Nairobi, that was published in the papers with dates and venue. Central, North Rift, South Rift, Upper Eastern, Nyanza, Northeastern, Coast, and Western Kenya. Some of the members who conducted those public participation in those regions are in the house here with me today. And to an extent that the various reports of the public participation, I don't know what they...
Chair, that's what we were looking for. Ordinarily, that's how. Probably we have a copy of that.
Ways to give the CS out there all the time. Maybe we shall make interventions after he is done.
So, to the extent that I did make that qualification, that public participation scope is being defined through the bill in the House, and the fact that we did publish in the daily papers, newspapers of some date, the fact that we are going to be out in those regions in particular venues, and we've submitted that report on the call for public participation to the extent of was it adequate, was it properly done. We do have the reports, and Chair, I did also indicate that we are still new in the ministry, but I've got a full team here and we've got comprehensive bound documents which it doesn't appear that they have been submitted as I have them here, because I'm seeing members have got pieces of papers, and therefore you could allow me to resubmit the two bound documents of the reports of public participation.
Now, President William Ruto is tonight set to jet off to Germany for a two-day official visit. According to State House spokesperson Hussein Mohamed, the head of state is scheduled to hold bilateral talks with German President Frank-Walter and Chancellor Olaf Scholz, with discussions focusing on cooperation in key areas such as green energy, climate action, digital cooperation, trade and investment, skills development, labor, and regional and international peace and security.
We'll leave the country this evening for a two-day official visit to the Federal Republic of Germany. Now, this visit marks a significant milestone in the long-standing relations between Kenya and Germany, spanning over 60 years, and is aimed at strengthening cultural, economic, and diplomatic ties. Now, during his visit, President Ruto will engage in several high-profile activities expected to yield real, tangible, and immediate benefits to the people of Kenya. The key engagements while on his official visits are as follows. Number one, he'll witness or preside over the signing of the Kenya-Germany Agreement on Comprehensive Migration and Mobility Partnership. Now, this will be a key highlight of the visit. The signing of this important agreement establishes a framework for cooperation on labor mobility, apprenticeships, student training, employment, and the welfare of employees as well as for the readmission and return of citizens. He will also participate at the annual Citizens Festival, also known as Baggerfest. The President will attend and address this year's prestigious Citizens Festival, themed Pamoja, Stronger Together. Kenya has been honored as the profile partner country, making it the first time a non-European country has been selected to partner with Germany for the festival. This partnership offers a unique platform to showcase Kenya's rich cultural heritage to the German Republic, or the German public rather. Cultural exchange has been the cornerstone of our connection, with institutions like the Gotha Institute in Nairobi playing a crucial role in promoting German culture in Kenya since 1963.
As the fight between health workers and the Meru County government continues, locals have been left desolate, unable to access medical care. Now, the strike, now in its 45th day in the county, has seen healthcare workers demonstrate against what they term as poor working environment, lack of promotions and staff shortages. Today, a middle-aged woman from Jini slums next to Meru Level 5 Hospital succumbed to a chest illness after she was unable to access medical care, with locals now calling on the county government leadership to act fast and end the stalemate.
Mama amekufa tu sababu ya kukosa huduma ya hospitali. Si tushughulika kutoka jana aende hospitali kwa kuta hakuna daktari. Sasa ile kitu tulifanya kama majirani akaenda chemist ndiye ilimpea dawa lakini haijamsaidia.
Sasa mpaka saa hii tukachanga pesa, tukilete gari, tumekomboa gari, tukipeleka mochare tunaambiwa tuende wapi? Paka kwa daktari. Tukienda kwa daktari hakuna daktari. Paka saa hizi mwili kwa gari. Daktari hajapatikana na mochari imekata kumchukua paka barua ya hospitali.
Tumetoka huko, hakuna mtu ambaye wa kumhudumia. Hata mochari tumetoka huko, hakuna mtu ambaye anaweza tu, yani hakuna mtu ambaye anashughulika huko. Sasa Kenya ningeomba ni county government, yani tuseme kwa mfano mama tu atasame ajue ya kwamba sisi raia ndio tunaumia. Yani watu wale ambaye wako chini, sisi ndio tunaumia njuu tuliwachagua ama tulimchagua atufanyie kazi. Tafadhali tunakuomba tu mama, mahali popote ambaye unaniona, tu sikie kilio cha wananchi, kwa sababu wananchi wanaumia.
All right, now to some business news tonight. The government, through the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, has invited the public and key stakeholders to submit proposals on legislative and policy reforms for advancing consumer protection, investments, trade and manufacturing. According to Trade CS Salim Vuria, costs and procedures have continued to burden trade and investments in the country, calling for proposed reforms. Anthony Kwemoi now reports.
The Kenya Private Sector Alliance, alongside other stakeholders, have welcomed the move to submit proposals on legislation and policy reforms. This comes even as the Trade CS Salim Vuria noted that over the last 10 years, contribution of the manufacturing sector to GDP has declined by 7.4% due to, among other challenges, an unpredictable taxation regime and high cost of power.
Because I believe, as the CS in charge of this ministry, that this ministry has a big role to play in fostering economic growth of our country. However, because of the challenges that are being realized by our investors and our manufacturers and partners, we need to go out there and listen to them so that we can be able to work in tandem, with their expectations. And key among them are the different tariffs that they have raised to us, and now we want to see how we can move together to streamline this process.
The CS called on the members of the public, traders, manufacturers, civil society, religious groups and the academia to submit their proposals on key measures that will inform the formulation and development of legislation policies by the Trade Ministry.
Now to officially invite public participation to receive proposals so that those proposals can help us to formulate a policy and develop the necessary legislation that we work with Parliament to ensure that we resolve this matter.
Stakeholders from the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, Kenya National Chamber of Industries and the Kenya Association of Manufacturers committed to collaborating with the government, terming the same as a timely move.
A process that is quite timely because we have an ailing private sector, one that is heavily burdened by the regulatory framework, and an in-depth review of this exercise is certainly something that we need to be able to revamp our private sector. So
it gives us a chance and an opportunity for all of us and all our members of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and all over our 47 counties to participate and give us their views on how they believe they can make the sector bigger and stronger.
Very much needed, very timely, because as we all know, it's not just the challenges in the process of starting the business, but also running the business.
From the manufacturing sector, this is a welcome move. We've been engaging with the ministry for a period of time now on these issues, and hearing that we are going to move to legislate means that we are going to cement these proposals in the law.
After the public participation, the policies are expected to be submitted to Parliament for consideration. Anthony Kwemoi, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Now, Mogo has announced that all loan repayments will now be made exclusively in Kenyan shillings. This change aims to protect customers from fluctuations in foreign currency exchange rates. Now, the switch provides significant relief for prospective clients by stabilizing their monthly repayments. With loans now being repaid solely in Kenyan shillings, clients can better plan their budgets without concerns over currency exchange rate variation impacting their repayment. Now, over the past 5 years, Mogo has disbursed 20 billion in border and motor vehicle loans, benefiting over 120,000 Kenyans and with affordable financial products. The firm is also focused on financing e-bikes and electric 3 wheelchairs to promote e-mobility adoption in Kenya.
Mogo has been offering loans in both currencies, Kenya shillings and US dollars. What motivated Mogo to start offering loans in Kenya shillings only? One, if you look at the history, for the last couple of years, there has been a significant fluctuations in foreign exchange. This has affected customers who took their loans in US dollars. As a way of listening to customers and supporting customers, we decided that we are going to offer these loans now only in Kenya shillings. There are many advantages for customers using loans in Kenya shillings compared to other currencies. One of them is there will be a constant monthly installment. With constant monthly installments, it means that customers will be able to plan for their monthly payments. And when they have better planning of their monthly payments, it means they'll be able to pay their loans on time. This improves their credit score, and with improved credit scores comes many other benefits that customer will be able to enjoy. Some of those benefits include customer taking more loans. They can be able to increase their repayments. They can be able to increase their loan amounts. And with increased loan amounts, it means that there will be growth of the business.
Now, the Kenya Revenue Authority has recorded a 54% reduction in the time taken to release goods from the Port of Mombasa Inland Container Depot and at the Kenya Railway Corporation sheds over the last 3 years. Now, according to data from KRA, the duration of the time to release goods has dropped to an average of 51 hours from 112 hours in 2021-2022. This translates to a duration of slightly above 2 days compared to the previous duration of slightly above 4 days. Now, the enhanced systems capabilities of the Customs Integrated Customs Management System is said to allow for the declaration of customs entries using the bill of lading as the base document, now enabling processing to commence even before the cargo arrives. To further strengthen risk management, all goods arriving at the Port of Mombasa must now be inspected at the port of origin. This ensures compliance through the issuance of a pre-export certificate of conformity by licensed inspectors appointed by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. All right, we take another break. We'll be back in a few with more. I believe that is sports news.
Have you watched K24? We would love to hear from you. Send us your feedback on what you like